our guitar lessons, and it's been exciting watching Chloe and Sarah try to learn some of these basic principles and also give me some feedback on my teaching. Last time we learned these baby chords, right? We had the G using just our third finger, and we had the C using just our first finger. Okay, so those were simple enough, and I hope you all caught on to those at home. Well, today we're going to actually learn the real chords, and so from that G that used this finger here,
I know.
that sets us up to play the full G where some of our fingers have to come across.
The whole.
And so that third finger was already there, and then we just bring some fingers up top. And the C, the real C chord, you had your pointer finger down, and then we add these two fingers to it. So we were already kind of forming the basics of some of these real chords that we're going to learn. But actually today, for sake of time, I'm going to teach you somewhere in between. So it's not a baby chord, it's not the legit chord. I call them cheater chords, and it's what most of us praise and worship guys use, and it just has some common tones, okay?
Oh.
And so we're going to start with the G chord, and there will probably be some graphics to come on the screen that show you how to read some of these diagrams. But we're going to put our third and fourth finger to work today. So both of those are going to be on the 3rd fret, and they're going to be on the bottom B and E string. So your third finger is on the B string, 3rd fret.
This is painful.
And your pinky is then right below that on the E string, 3rd fret. So both of those fingers are there. I don't know if you can see that very well. Okay, so that kind of starts the foundation of both of these chords. You can hear that 5th there.
Does mine sound? I don't know.
And then our middle finger is going to come all the way across, and it's going to be on the 3rd fret on the bottom E string, okay? So we have 3rd fret with both of those. And so that's why we talked about last time, really having that egg shape, not having flat fingers going across, because if I have flat fingers, I'm going to get a lot of that noise. But you want to have curved, using the very tips of your fingers to play these chords. And finally, our pointer finger comes right here. It's the only finger that's on the 2nd fret, and it's on the A string. Okay, so we got second finger on the E string on the 3rd fret, first finger on the B string on the 2nd fret, and then our 3rd and 4th finger are all the way on the bottom on the B and the E string. Okay? Again, there will be some diagrams on the screen that you can look along with. These are hard. Like I said, we're jumping up from the baby chords to learn what we actually play in the real world, and so it's going to take a little bit of time. Just looking at the diagram, you're going to see the strings going this way, up and down, and they're labeled at the top, and then going this way, going parallel with the floor, you're going to see the frets, okay? And then the numbers inside of those frets are your fingers, okay? So it's just very self-explanatory, just trying to read some of the music, as it were, for us as guitar players and learning these chords. The only other thing is across the top, you'll see some X's and O's, and don't get distracted by tic-tac-toe, Chloe, but those tell us if any strings are muted, that's an X. So for that baby G, we would have had an X on the E and the A string, because we only play the bottom 4 strings. And then the O's mean open, so it means like in the baby G we had a D that was open, a G, and a B, so all those would have an O above them, and then the number would be our 3rd finger on the E string. So anyway, just a quick rundown of those, but let's get back to that G. So refer back to the chord you see, and we're just going to strum this 8 times. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Now, if you want to press pause, one thing you can do as you learn chords is just to strum each string individually, and this is a great learning tool for beginners. So we're going to go one by one on the E string, just playing a G because it's on the 3rd fret. And you can see my 2nd string isn't really ringing that well, so then I need to look at my fingers again and see if I'm accidentally touching something.
Why would anyone do this to themselves?
See if I can get it a little better. So we want them all to ring as much as possible. And again, you might need to cut your fingernails so you can really get the right pressure down. That's what I'm struggling with today. But we're going to push here. So we want each one of them to ring pretty evenly there, okay? So try that, press pause if you need to. And the good thing about today's lesson, it's real quick. To get to C, we're going to leave these 2 fingers down. So our 3rd and 4th fingers stay on the B and the E string, 3rd fret. And then these 2 fingers, they just shift down a string. So now our middle finger, our second finger is actually on the second string, the A string, and our pointer finger moves down to the D string. Okay, so you can see that I'm just moving them from G to C, G to C. Both of them are just sliding down a string but staying on the same fret. Okay, and then you'll see the X for the C, so we don't play this top string when we play the C. Okay, so let's just do 8 plus 4. Play 8, rest 4. This is a quick change. Starting on the G. 1, 2, ready, and 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Rest, find the C. Ready, play. 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to C. Back to G, and.
I was like, wait.
Okay, so press pause and figure out how you can get that transition smooth. It's really about keeping these planted and then just moving those quickly between those strings. Okay, finally for today's lesson, we just want to look at a song that uses these two chords. And so Build My Life is kind of a newer popular song, and the verses just go between G and C. So it goes 4 counts on each chord. On the G, worthy of every song we could ever sing. I'm on the C, now back to G. Worthy of all the sea we could ever breathe.
Okay.
Worthy of every breath. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. So just 4 counts on each chord. Going to the C. Jesus the name, back to G. Jesus, the name above every other name. Back to G.
Something's wrong with mine.
Jesus, the only C. Who could ever say?
I can't keep
Back
up.
to G. Worthy of every breath. Okay, so again, very simple song. If you need to pause that, or if you need to add some rest between chords as you're switching, go ahead. But that's today's lesson, the real G and the real C using my cheater chords. Try to learn those along with the diagrams, and we'll see what Sarah and Chloe come up with today. Thanks for watching. God bless you, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Thanks, Matt.
Bye.
I can't believe how bad my back hurts right now. So, oh my gosh, my pinky is not getting all the way down. Okay. What is this first? G? Wow.
Yeah, you need to put a little bit more
pressure. That's what I'm thinking is wrong. Oh.
I think is your middle finger on the bottom or the top, I guess, top string? Yeah, it's like that. Like this?
Yeah. I was playing it wrong the entire time.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yes, you're right.
And then C, you go into the other 2 strings like this.
I got it swapped.
It hurts.
It does. So the third one is at the top string.
Yeah.
That already sounds so much better.
Yeah. And then
okay.
C. It hurts a lot. I'm not doing the whole back of the thumb right.
Oh my gosh. It doesn't sound great, but it sounds much better.
So what have we learned so far this week? Okay, we've learned this is how you play guitar? No, it's not how you play guitar. Yes, drum string, I got this, and an actual full-size guitar. Or you can stand, which we've definitely not done yet. Well, no, it's guitar style. And then we learned, oh gosh, the baby G chord. That's third on the top string. And then we learned the real cheater G chord, which makes me really scared for what the actual G chord is. Right. What does that mean? This is cheating. It just hurts. Okay, and then there's G, and there's G, and then here's G.
Peeps, that's what we've learned this week.
Yes.
That's true.
Quite an accomplishment.
It is an accomplishment. We can play an opening several bars to a song.
Very poorly, but yes, we can.
Yeah, same. Well, cool. I think
yay.